Hi, students and parents. I wanted to just give like a really quick rundown of the test. It was a rough day. It was 7 periods of testing, both online and in person. 20 questions, multiple choice. The test was almost identical from last year, where there was one location that was a little bit different. So it was the same test from last year, which is good because we can look at the data and look and see how our students have transformed. I do teach very similar to the same types of students, mostly pre-AP and GT students. And so I looked at that across the board. Now, I did provide a review video. I provided a review game yesterday in class, in which we looked at kind of basic vocabulary. And then we also had a review quiz last night that they could take as many times as possible. I had about, out of 187 students, I think, 180 something is what I teach. I had about 9 students not pass, and that's below a 70. Most of those non-passing students still pass the state standard of passing, like if they were taking the 8th grade social studies STAR test. So they didn't pass it for grading purposes, but most of them passed if they were to take that test as a STAR test. So keep that in mind. The grades have been posted. They all are in Skyward. However, there were some issues with kids submitting at the very end. About 15 kids couldn't submit. There were some down outages with Schoology and Eduphoria today. So I'll have them work on that tomorrow. If you want to know your child's grade, you can go to Skyward and look at that grade. It doesn't populate into Schoology. It's not recorded into Schoology. It's through a different platform for data purposes because we look at every question and TEK individually. We will go over the test tomorrow, and we will also give a reteach assignment and a retest assignment, and that is open to everybody who didn't score a 100. The reteach assignment is pretty lengthy. It's going to have to be done for homework. They'll be able to start it in class if they want to. It's already posted now, so if you want them to start tonight, you are more than welcome to have them do that. And the retest will take place in class on Thursday. It is a 10-question retest. It is the same TEKs and the same level of knowledge that they're required to have during the first test. So it's not any easier. It's the same type of information. It's just different questions and a little bit shorter so we can get through it faster. Again, that's open to anyone. However, to take the retest, you must complete the reteach. Okay, you'll have to complete the reteach, submit it. I'll have to look at it. I give you access to a reteaching group that I will create a video on how to get to. And with that access code, we'll give you the retest along with the Google form. Let me give you a little bit of just kind of information on what I saw. Again, there was at least 1 or 2 hundreds in every class period. There were about 10 to 15% A's, 90s or higher. About most of the students scored in the 80 range, which is a little below average for a pre-AP GT student course. The test is written at STAR standard, so it is written with higher level questions, very few level 1 and higher level 2 and 3, which are questions that are application questions. So you have to know the information just to answer the question that they're asking. So that can be tricky for some kids, but we've been doing warm-ups, and in our warm-ups, I have those questions. I test that type of knowledge. So again, it's very important that they continue to look for and read those types of questions so they can do better and better. What I do notice overall is that the scores were approximately 20% lower than they were last year with the same test and the same group of students. That could be a combination of things. It could be online learning. It could be that we are not doing as many hands-on types of activities. I used to do a lot of group type writing and drawing and designing that we aren't doing. The instruction is the same. I've given the same type of instruction. It's the way we have the kids perform the instruction, which has been different. So it's something that I continue to look at as an educator of 20 years, and how can we change that? What I do need is I need a commitment from everybody in class and outside of class that you look over your child's work at night and read the reminds and the emails that I do send. Thank you very much, and I will talk to you soon.